Hello, Chronicles of Sagrea. So this is kind of like a hack and slash game where you have the stamina and like you have to slow fight the enemies like and dodge out of their attacks. The game looks like it's made like 20 years ago or something, but the performance is so bad, like the requirements are like it's being made for the next year. Yeah, very poor for like these graphics. And I don't think that's gonna get fixed because the release date is 6th August, right? So it's already released. And yeah, at least you can play the demo and see how bad it is. Yeah, so it's a demo. I am the registered environmental engineer. So this is kind of like a tower defense game, but you don't place just the towers, you also place the path, and some paths come together with the tower. So you have to like navigate with that path around all your existing towers, and then there's also talent stuff, and there's like a bunch of different levels. And then each level, I think the first one was like 10 waves, so maybe each one has like 10 or more. This is a demo. Nonogram TD Mega Puzzle. So this is kind of like what, Sudoku or like a Minesweeper, or like well, it'd be in between, not like any of those. So you have this like a white block cells, and then it's like 3D. Each column or row can have multiple blocks, and then on the outside sometimes there's numbers and they tell you how many colored blocks are in that row or column, and then you have to color those and destroy the others, and then get this like a finished piece. And then yeah, there's like a bunch of levels. Well, I hope I explained it correctly. So yeah, this is a demo. Warhammer 40,000 Speed Freaks. So this is kind of like a team-based shooter. It's not really a racing game. Like maybe there's like a different modes, but in this mode that I played, it was like you have your fortress, the enemy has theirs, and the bomb spawns somewhere on the map, and any of the players can pick up the bomb and has to carry the bomb on the enemy fortress and destroy it, right? You have to do that I don't know how many times, and that's how you win the game. Maybe there's like different game modes now. And this game is free to play. Symphonia, so a little bit of unnecessary extra like unskippable cutscenes, but this is like a puzzle platformer where you don't really get to use this instrument much. But for example, sometimes you have to play the music to open doors, but most of the time it's just platforming, and you can bounce, like you can do normal jump, and then you can also this like a bounce jump with this like a stick from violin, and then you have to like you can also stick to the walls and then fling yourself kind of like a golf, and then there's also all kinds of different obstacles, and then you just have to go to the finish line. And then there's these extra collectibles that you can get, like a melody note in like a coin shape. So this is a demo. Desert Kingdoms 2. Okay, so this game is like you have to capture the like empty spaces or the enemy spaces, but like your army gets reduced by the defending enemy army. So if you attack with 10 pieces of army, and then enemy has 9 defending, that means you're gonna capture the point with like 1 of your army remaining, right? And you have to capture the whole map, and then there's also stuff that you can build. I think like each thing requires like a specific amount of your army, like for example collecting resources like wood and stone, and then some of them require like 10 pieces of army to build and stuff like that. So this is a demo. Angelic, the Chaos Theater. So this is turn-based game where you take turn with each of your characters, and then you play it in 3D mode, and they have different abilities. They can move and use attacks like they would normally use in like a 2D game, except in this one it's a 3D, and then you don't have the grid like how many grid-based movements you can make. It's more like an open space, so you can just run around. And yes, I think it's a little bit buggy because there's some abilities that you cannot use because of stats. I'm not sure like what happened there, but and it's not really clear like with the enemies, like who the enemy commander is and stuff like that. But this is a demo. Hard to kill. So this is like a fast-paced like hack and slash game. You have to kill the enemies, right? And then each time you kill enemy, you get this like a power button. Like you can dash to the enemies, or maybe you can throw the kunai and stuff like that. And I think if you get hit once, you have to restart. Okay, so this is a demo, and those are all free-to-play games demos for today. Links to Steam store page for all these games are in the description. Okay, see ya.